Hello again mga kaliga, this is Mix Gomez at the service alongside Javi Palanya and welcome to MPBL Recap for day number 3 of your MPBL playoffs here in Palayan City. So now let's talk about the first game of San Juan versus Makati. Pag-usapan muna natin ang mga nanalo, no? The San Juan Knights. Who impressed you the most among the players of Coach Randy Alcantara?
Well, it was actually everybody from this San Juan Knights team. 6 players scored in double figures in this game mix. And I was actually also impressed by the way that they were able to run their new offense in this game. Even if Orlando Mars said that they were rusty to begin. Pero upisa pa lang nabulaga na ang Makati OK Bet Kings and they did not find any adjustment to try and counter these attacks of the San Juan Knights and resulting in that dominant victory by the Knights in that first game.
The other end for Makati, Keith Agovida was the one who provided a good performance for them.
Yeah, that's right. He scored 19 points, had 8 rebounds. Gab Dagangan also did well para sa kanila. He had 16 points. Unfortunately, their top 2 performers, Robbie Celis was 3 out of 10 from the field, only had 7 points. Billy Robles was only good for 11 points, but he struggled for most of the game. In fact, he only had 1 point coming into the second half. So that's why it's going to be a big adjustment for Makati coming into the second game because I'm sure Coach Randy will also be ready for the encounters that Coach Don Dulay will have. Both coaches have history behind them and that's why there's added motivation for these 2 coaches to be able to win this series. At sabi nga natin, this is already good for a North Finals matchup, but this is just the first round.
Well, you did mention you were most impressed by San Juan so far in the North Division. Pero isang game pa nga lang ang nagaganap no, sa ating playoffs. Now let's talk about game number 1 for the Pasay Voyagers and the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Chris Biton came alive in the 4th quarter for our defending champions.
Yeah, a lot of notable contributors para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Michael Mabulak was able to come in with a good game. Reds Palma stepped in, came in and started para kay Michael Wico who was injured and sidelined with an ankle injury. But then again, it was Chris Bitojon who ignited that run in the 4th quarter. His 3-point shot and his playmaking as well after that, setting up Byron Villarias who also was able to score some crucial points, 5 straight points in one stretch to be able to give momentum back to Nueva Ecija in that all-important first part of the 4th quarter to be able to get them the victory.
How about the 3-point shooting though of Don Reverente?
Yeah, exactly. He came alive as well for Pasay in this game. A lot of 3-pointers, more than we're usually used to seeing him make. Yeah, I think 4 3-pointers in this game and he really was unconscious, especially in that 3rd quarter where Pasay really took over and established a big lead. Unfortunately, they did not sustain that in the 4th quarter and Coach Gerson came alive with a good game plan, especially anchored by the energy and offense of Chris Biton.
Right, so folks, make sure to catch the action Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays for your MPBL playoffs. Thank you for joining us in our MPBL recap.